What you doing?
Waiting for breakfast.
Why?
There is no milk. So there's a lot of people.
Because you
Really?
were late.
Let's go. Welcome to Hotel Rustico, where we'll be staying here for the night. So we took a night bus from La Paz. We departed at 9 a.m. The bus was really comfy. It was really big. It was reclining. There was plenty of space. And for someone who is like 1.69 meters tall, I had a full leg space to stretch out. And so it took us about 9 hours to get to Uyuni, and here we are at 5:30 in the morning. We arrived in this hotel for breakfast, and come on in, I'll tell you more about the story of this hotel. It's really cool. Okay, so this hotel, I was chatting with the owner earlier. It was constructed, it took 3 years to construct this hotel, and they've only finished and finally launched it, open for business in Christmas last year, which is Christmas of 2020, which is kind of in the thick of the pandemic, which is why everything here looks so new, so brand new, and so like cozy as well. And we were really lucky to be one of the first to experience this place. She gave us a walkthrough of the place, and everything that you see is made of natural materials. Like, look at these are bamboos from real trees. And some of these rocks, if you can see here, these rocks are actually volcano rocks. I'm going to show you a sneak peek of some of the rooms. So all of these rooms are really unique. They're designed each in a unique way, and they all have special features. I'm gonna bring you into one of the rooms here, this is really cool. I really like it. So it's actually, they call it the TripAdvisor room, and I'll show you why. But first, look at those arches. This whole wall is made of salt. If you want to taste it,
Lick it?
you can lick it. I'm not licking it. And then we have the main area of the room, and you can see now why it's called TripAdvisor, because they have the little eyes. Kind of reminds me of Cappadocia, Turkey, you know? It's like a cave room. And look at this. These rocks are made of corals from the sea. So they have 17 rooms over 2 floors here, and they occupy up to 42 people. You can have single beds, double beds, matrimonial beds, which is a large king size bed like you saw, and the maximum occupancy is 4 or 5 for a family. And so it's really inclusive hotel. This family run hotel is really, they really pride themselves on being personal with their guests. The only thing is, because they are fairly new, they are not on booking.com yet. They are only active on Facebook and Instagram. I checked on the map, it wasn't even a location in Uyuni yet. So I'll put the link down below for their Instagram and Facebook, and if you're interested, when you come to Uyuni, you can definitely check them out. The only thing is, they only speak Spanish, so you'll get by with Google Translate. Oh, I think the guide's calling us. It's time for us to go explore Uyuni. We have one full day here. So we are actually going on a tour with Hola, Bolivia. They do 1-day package and overnight package. Follow along on our journey for the rest of the day as we go explore Uyuni, the largest salt flake in the world. Oh, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like my channel and want to watch more of these travel vlogs. Speaking of salt flats, did you know that the Uyuni Salt Flat is 11,000 square kilometers large? It's like never ending. And also it used to be a lake, but then it dried up, and that's why it's now a salt bed. The last time I went to see a salt flat was in Death Valley, so I'll put a link up on here if you want to check out my Death Valley video. So here we are witnessing some of history's most classic trains. This place is called the Train of Cemetery or Cementerio
Cementerio de trenes.
de Trenes. And you can see these are the classic trains that used to transport minerals from Bolivia to Chile. And before the advent of trains, they used to carry horse carriages, which took 2 months to travel to bring the minerals all the way to Chile. This carbon trains, it takes 12 hours to transport minerals to Chile. What we're witnessing, and so like this all happened in 1900s. I think by 1908 the electric trains took over, and so these became obsolete. And so now this is kind of just a museum where you are seeing the historical trains. And so we are going to go up and take some photos and get a closer look at these trains.
¿Cómo es?
Estamos
En el.
en el cementerio de trenes.
Exactamente.
I have to say that
What?
this used to be the port where they didn't have space, right? And so they all parked past here. If you come out here, you can see the wheels and the carriages. Look at that. That's where the carriages are, where they put all the minerals. Right in the heart of the salt flats now. It's around 2:38 p.m. and you can see like the hexagonal shapes that are formed from the salt evaporating behind me and around me and in front of me everywhere. So what I learned is that if you're right in the heart of the salt flats, the salt actually goes as deep as 4 meters down, and the further you go to the edges, the thinner it becomes, and that's why like if the car drives across a thin part of the salt flats, it actually cracks. And I mean you can hear it from just like me walking, and the sound of cracking salt, it's kind of nice. I'm kidding, this is like licking the dirt. But
Good.
I have tasted it and it really does. It really is salty. So we are here now in the very first salt hotel in the middle of the Salt Flats. It is not surprising, all made of salt, from the ground to what I'm sitting on now, and the chairs. Well, maybe not the doors. And it was operating for a while, but then it closed down. Okay, so this was originally bought by a clandestine owner who built this thing up. Yeah, because of the contamination problem with the guests defecating and contaminating the area, and it just dissolved into the salt, and so it wasn't going anywhere. It was just contamination, which is why the government closed this hotel in the end. And this happened all about 30 years ago. Right now it is owned by a Japanese, and it's converted into a museum, as you can see, where people can sit down and have a drink in the middle of the salt flats when it gets too hot, because it's really hot here. Long past lunchtime, and I'm so glad Hola, Bolivia Travel has prepared some picnic in the middle of the salt flats in between two cars for us. Let's go eat. So red. What's this? Meat. I think it's all the same, yeah?
No. Quinoa.
Salad.
Yes.
Quinoa.
And meat.
What do you know? What's this? Sausage. Crab meat. Did you know there are several islands on Uyuni Salt Flats? This is one of them, and it's most famously known, no surprise there, for its gigantic cacti. This is called Isla Inkawasi, the Inkawasi Island. And we're heading up to the Mirador, and it's kind of small. It's a very easy walk up. It's 15 Bolivianos for the entrance. No,
For locals?
for locals. For tourists, it's 30 BS. What a great way to end the day at Uyuni with this beautiful sunset.